Dombey and Son. From London, we present a radio adaptation of the novel by Charles Dickens. Part 2, Captain Cuttle to the Rescue.
Dombey and Son. The son whom Mr. Dombey had so long desired. His future partner in his great city trading house, in whom all his selfish hopes and ambitions are now centered. The only person whom this cold-hearted man has ever really loved. Florence, his little daughter, he has always utterly disregarded. Since that memorable day when Florence had been lost and Walter Gay had so strangely found her, 5 years have passed. Florence is now 11. Little Paul, 5. A wan, wistful, delicate child, though no one has dared even to whisper to his father that there is need for any uneasiness as to his health. And Mr. Dombey, his eyes set on the future, does not for a moment entertain such an idea. Every evening when he comes home from the city, Paul is brought downstairs to his library and sits with him there by the fire. And a strange pair they make. Mr. Dombey so erect and solemn, gazing at the blaze. The child with his old, old face and precocious conversation.
Papa?
Yes, Paul?
Papa, what's money?
Money?
Yes, Papa.
Why, coins, my boy. Gold, silver, and copper. Guineas, shillings, halfpence. You know what they are.
Oh, yes, I know what they are. I don't mean that. I mean, what's money after all?
What's money after all?
I mean, Papa, what can it do?
You'll know by and by, my man. Money, Paul, can do anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything. Almost.
Why then didn't it save me my mamma? It isn't cruel, is it?
No. Money is a good thing. A good thing can't be cruel.
If it is a good thing and can do anything, I wonder why it didn't save me my mamma. It can't make me strong and well either, can it?
Why, Paul, you are strong and well, are you not?
No, Papa, I'm not as strong as Florence.
Florence is 6 years older than you. You are as strong and well as little people usually are, eh?
No, I don't think so. I am sure that Florence, my darling Florence, when she was as little as I am, could play a great deal longer than I can without tiring herself. I am so tired sometimes, Papa, and my bones ache so. Mrs. Wickham says it's my bones, that I don't know what to do.
Aye, but that's at night. Little people should be tired at night, for then they sleep well.
Oh, it's not at night, it's in the day. And I lie down in Florence's lap and she sings to me. At night, I dream about such curious things.
But, Paul... Come in. Here's Mrs. Wickham to take you to bed.
I don't want to go with Miss Wickham, Papa. I want Florence to come for me.
But, Paul...
Please, Papa, please.
Very well. Wickham, tell Miss Florence to come down.
And when Florence appeared, timidly because of her father's presence, little Paul immediately started up with such sudden readiness and animation and raised to his father a countenance so much younger and brighter that Mr. Dombey was quite amazed by the change. But the uneasy doubts raised by the child's talk remained, and the following day his sister, Mrs. Chick, was called by him into consultation.
Louisa, pray tell me, without any gloss or reservation, is anything really the matter with Paul?
Well, brother...
For the child, Louisa, is scarcely as stout as I could wish.
Exactly, brother. With your usual happy discrimination, you have hit the point at once. Our darling is not as stout as we could wish.
Or as active?
Just so.
Huh?
The fact is, his mind is too much for him. His soul is a great deal too large for his frame. I am sure the way in which that dear child talks...
Quite extraordinary. He was speaking to me last night about his bones.
His bones?
It appears that he got the idea from his nurse, Wickham.
Oh, and a lot of other morbid ideas, I imagine.
Exactly. Is she a suitable person to be in charge of him, do you think?
Well, my dear Paul, I do not think that Mrs. Wickham is a person of a very cheerful disposition.
Ah.
But then she's exceedingly attentive and useful. If the dear child is not in such vigorous health as we could wish...
Well?
If he has some temporary weakness in his system and does occasionally seem to lose, for the moment, the use of his legs... Well, these are casualties common to many children at his time of life and cannot be prevented by any care or caution.
When did the doctor last see him?
Only this morning. He says there's no need for anxiety, none at all. But he did recommend, very wisely, I think, sea air.
Sea air?
Yes, brother. My George and Frederick were both ordered sea air when they were his age. And really, you know, I do think a short absence from this house, the air of Brighton, and the bodily and mental training of so judicious a person as Mrs. Pipchin, for instance.
And who is Mrs. Pipchin?
An elderly lady, my dear Paul, a widow, in fact, exceedingly well connected, who has for some time devoted all the energies of her mind with the greatest success to the study of infancy.
Indeed.
She has, I believe, some half a dozen in her establishment, and all of them of good family.
Well, Louisa, suppose I decide, after proper inquiry, to send Paul to this lady. Who would go with him?
Well, I think Florence.
Florence?
I don't think you could send little Paul anywhere at present without her. It's quite an infatuation with him. Oh, he's very young, you know, and has his fancies.
Very well. Anyone else?
Only Wickham. Wickham would be quite sufficient, I should say. Paul being in such hands as Mrs. Pipchin's, you could hardly send anyone else to be a further check on her. You would go down to Brighton yourself at the weekends, I suppose.
Naturally. Very well, Louisa, if the doctor really thinks that this change of air is necessary, Paul and his sister shall go to this Mrs. Pipchin.
Well, little boy. Well, Master Paul, here you are. How do you think you shall like me,
I don't think I shall like you at all.
What?
I want to go away. This isn't my house.
No, it's mine.
It's a very nasty one.
There are worse places than this, though, where we shut up bad boys.
Oh. Has that boy ever been in it?
He has, indeed, when his behaviour required it. Haven't you, Master Bitherston?
Yes, Ma'am.
Now, Miss Florence, take your brother upstairs to get ready for dinner.
Yes, Mrs. Pipchin.
5 minutes, if you please. In this house, Master Paul, whether you like it or not, I insist on punctuality.
Yes, Mrs. Pipchin was a woman of rigid system, generally spoken of as a great manager of children. And her system of management was to give them everything they didn't like and nothing they did. If any child of spirit came to her house, he was certain to be tame enough by the time he went home again. She was marvellously ill-favoured, of a stooping figure, a mottled face, a hooked nose, and a hard grey eye. And at this exemplary old lady, Paul would sit staring in his little armchair by the fire for any length of time. He was not fond of her, he was not afraid of her, but in those old moods of his, she seemed to have a grotesque fascination for him.
Well, Master Paul, what are you thinking about?
You.
And what are you thinking about me?
I'm thinking How old you must be.
You mustn't say such things as that, young gentleman. That'll never do.
Why not?
Because it isn't polite.
Not polite?
No.
It's not polite to eat all the mutton chops and toast, Wickham says, while the rest of us, she says, have food that's scarcely fit for a dog to eat.
Wickham is an impudent, bold-faced hussy.
What's that?
Oh, never you mind, sir. Remember the story of the little boy who was gored to death by a mad bull for asking too many questions?
If the bull was mad, how did he know that the boy had asked questions? Nobody can go and whisper secrets to a mad bull. I don't believe that story.
Not even if it should happen to have been a tame bull, little infidel? You don't believe it, sir?
No, I don't.
What impudent boy! How dare you!
But despite such exchanges as these, Mrs. Pipchin appeared to have something of the same odd kind of attraction towards Paul as Paul had towards her. She would make him move his chair to her side of the fire instead of sitting opposite, and there he would sit, studying every line and wrinkle of her countenance and peering at her hard grey eye until Mrs. Pipchin was sometimes fain to shut it on pretence of dozing. But Brighton at first did little to improve Paul's health, though his colour grew better. Too weak to walk, a little invalid carriage was got for him, in which every day when the weather permitted he was wheeled down to the seaside. Florence, for he would have no one else, always walking beside him and sitting beside him when they had reached the sea.
Darling Floy, we don't want anyone else, do we? Kiss me, Floy.
There. Oh, Paul, my darling little brother.
Floy, I do love you so much. If I hadn't got you, Floy, I should die. Floy?
Yes, darling.
I wonder if Walter Gay still remembers us now that we're away.
I'm sure he does.
I hope so. I like Walter.
So do I, Paul. I miss seeing him very much.
For Walter, during those 5 years that had passed since Florence's visit to the wooden midshipman, had found himself often drawn to that quarter of London where Mr. Dombey's home was situated, and thus it had come about that perhaps a dozen times in the course of each year Walter had encountered the two Dombey children out on their walks with Susan Nipper and Mrs. Wickham, and had stopped to speak to them. And in this way the acquaintance, so strangely begun, had continued, greatly to the pleasure of Walter's uncle, old Solomon Gills, and his boon companion, that retired merchant seaman, Captain Cuttle. But soon after Florence and Paul had gone to Brighton, Walter had begun to notice that his uncle was a worried man, and at length he resolved that he must find out the reason.
Uncle Sol, you've eaten no dinner.
Not much, Wally, but it doesn't matter.
But you haven't this past week. I shall bring a doctor if you go on like this.
Doctor can't give me what I want, my boy.
What is it, Uncle? Customers?
Aye, customers would do.
Confound it, Uncle. When I see people going up and down the street all day, I want to rush out and collar somebody and make him buy £50 worth of your ship's instruments for ready money.
It's no use, Wally. They don't want what I've got any longer.
They will.
No.
Don't be downcast, Uncle. When orders come, they'll come in shoals.
I shall be past executing them. No, Wally. They'll never come to the wooden midshipman again till I'm out of it.
I say, Uncle, you mustn't really, you know. Uncle, there's something more the matter than usual, isn't there? Be open with me. Tell me what it is.
No more than usual. No. What should be the matter more than usual? Who can that be, I wonder?
A customer at last. I'll go and see.
No, Wally, I'll go. You finish your dinner. Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Brogley.
Good afternoon, Mr. Gills. I'm very sorry to trouble you in this way. That Bond ditch, you know, There's a payment of 370 odd overdue.
Mr. Brogley, the broker's man? £370? What's this?
They won't wait any longer, Mr. Gills. I've come to take possession of your premises, pending settlement.
I see. Wally, my boy, you'd better come here.
Yes, Uncle. Tell me what has happened.
Well, it seems, Wally, that I can keep it from you no longer. You heard what Mr. Brogley said, I expect?
Yes, Uncle.
It's an execution, Master Walter. Not meaning to be troublesome. I'm only doing what I'm paid to do.
Yes, of course. Oh, Uncle Sol.
I come myself, Master Walter, because of it keeping nice and quiet and social-like. It's quite private.
Oh, Wally, it's the first time. Such a calamity has never happened to me before. I'm an old man to begin.
Don't cry, Uncle. Pray don't.
Oh, the debt wasn't incurred on my own account, Wally. More than that, I can't tell you. I stood security for someone else in days when things were better with me. I've never got into debt myself, Wally.
I'm sure you haven't. Uncle, we'd better take Mr. Brogley into the parlour.
Yes, of course. Come in, Mr. Brogley.
Thank you, Mr. Gills, thank you.
Oh, dear.
Uncle, don't despair, for God's sake. We'll find a way out. Mr. Brogley, what shall I do?
Well, Master Walter, I should recommend your looking up a friend or two, talking it over.
To be sure, certainly. Uncle, Captain Cuttle's the man. I'll run round now to Captain Cuttle's lodgings and have a word with him.
All right, my boy.
Keep an eye on my uncle, will you, Mr. Brogley? And make him as comfortable as you can while I'm gone.
Of course I will.
Thank you. Keep up a good heart, Uncle Sol. There's a good fellow.
Waller. Why, if it ain't Waller, the man of commerce. Come in, shipmate.
Thank you, Captain Cuttle.
How's your uncle, my lad? How's Gills, the man of science?
Oh, Captain Cuttle.
Bless my soul, Waller. He ain't here, is he?
No. It's some money he owes. Or rather, owes for somebody else.
Money? Well, how much?
£370. Oh. I knew nothing about it till just now. Mr. Brogley, the broker, is there in possession.
Bless me, poor Gills. Much hove down, is he?
I'm afraid so, Captain Cuttle.
Run into rough weather. Sails torn and rudder broke. Waller, my lad, we must get him back into calm waters. Hand me that tin canister, boy, off the mantel shelf, and I'll see what I've got by me in the way of some ready money.
But, Captain Cuttle, Uncle Sol wouldn't take your money.
And why not? I'm his friend. A friend ain't no use, my lad, if he ain't ready to stand by when the sea's stormy. There now. Stand by, Waller. Help me count it. This hook as I've got for a hand is pretty nippy at doing most things, but it can't count up money as fast as you can with both hands. Now you reckon a silver water, and I'll deal with the guineas.
Very well, Captain Cuttle.
13 £2 shillings and sixpence. Well, it ain't £370, Waller, but it'll do for a beginning. And now, Waller, for my other valuables, which I keep in this plate chest here. Now, 2 teaspoons, a pair of sugar tongs, out of date in style perhaps, but none the worse for that. To each head, my double-case silver watch, which I keep in this here pocket here. And now, Waller, we'll see what can be done with that. Back to the midshipman, my lad. All hands on deck. Good day to you, my hearty.
Oh, not a good day for me, I'm afraid, Ned. Indeed.
Cheer up, shipmate. Lay your head well to the wind and we'll fight through it. Mr. Brogley, see here.
Yes, sir?
13 odd. And these not only useful, Mr. Brogley, but ornamental.
Lord help you, don't suppose that's going to be any use to you.
Why not?
What? Well, the money due's nigh 400.
Never mind. All's fish that comes into your net, I suppose.
Certainly. But sprats ain't whales, you know. It's the old sum I've got to have, or sell up.
Sell up? Gills, what's the bearings of this business?
Hush. Come into the shop. I don't want Wally to know. It was a matter of security for his father. An old bond. I've paid a good deal of it, Ned, but the times are so bad with me.
Well, you've got some money, haven't you?
Oh, yes, I've got some. That is, I've been trying to do something with it for Wally, but the investments I've made, they sunk down to nothing. I'm old-fashioned, Ned, that's the truth. The world's gone by me.
Now then, steady, girls, steady.
Oh, it's no use. I'm out of date altogether. The stock in the shop had better be sold. It's worth more than this debt, but I'd better go away and die somewhere on the balance. And I haven't any energy left. I don't understand things any longer.
And what do you mean to do with Waller? Now, stand by, old friend. Let me think of this. If I wasn't a man on a small annuity that was large enough till today, I hadn't need to think of it. But only lay your head to the wind, girls, and you're all right. Now, let's go back to the others.
Very well, Ned.
370 £. 300. Waller, me lad. Why didn't I think of it afore? I've got it.
Have you, Captain Cuttle?
Aye, me lad. The stock here's one security, and I'm another. Your governor's the man to advance the money.
Mr. Dombey?
Aye. Now look at him. Look at your uncle. If they was to sell off all these things in the shop, he'd die of it. You know he would. Now you run round to his house, Waller, and see if Mr. Dombey's there.
He isn't, I know. It's Saturday, Captain Cuttle. He always goes to Brighton at the weekends to see his children. That is to see his son.
Does he? Then I'll tell you what, Waller, we'll go to Brighton too.
To Brighton?
You and me together, by the next coach. And in the morning, we'll go round the hotels till we find the one where he's anchored. Heave-ho, Waller. Get ready to lose your mooring.
And the following morning, Mr. Dombey was about to begin his breakfast at the Bedford Hotel, Brighton, with his sister, Mrs. Chick, and little Paul, when Florence came running in, her face suffused with a bright colour, and her eyes sparkling joyfully, her usual timidity in her father's presence momentarily forgotten.
Papa, here's Walter, and he won't come in.
Who? What is this? What does this mean, Louisa?
I'm sure I don't know, brother.
Walter, Papa, who found me when I was lost.
Does she mean young Gay, Louisa? Really, the child's manners have become very boisterous. She cannot mean Gay, I think.
It is Walter Gay, Papa.
So it is, standing in the doorway, and a most extraordinary-looking man with him.
Oh, it must be some message from the office, brother.
Yes, that must be the explanation. Gay, you may come in.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Gay, what's the matter? Who sent you? Was there nobody else to come?
I beg your pardon, sir. I've not been sent. I've been so bold as to come on my own account.
Oh, and who is this fellow? I am not aware that I gave him permission to enter.
I'm very sorry to intrude with anyone, sir, but this is Captain Cuttle, sir.
At your service, sir. Waller, me lad, stand by.
That will do, sir. Well, Gay, what have you got to say to me?
I'm afraid, sir, that I take a great liberty in coming. I should hardly have had the courage to ask to see you, even after coming down, if I'd not chanced to see Miss Dombey in the hall, and...
Well, go on, if you please.
Aye, well said. Go on, Waller.
It is entirely a private and personal matter that has brought me here, sir, and Captain Cuttle...
Yes, sir, Captain Cuttle, sir, standing by.
Captain Cuttle, sir, is a very old friend of my poor uncle's, and a most excellent man. The captain, sir, was so good as to offer to come with me, which I could hardly refuse.
No call for refusing. Go on, Waller.
And therefore, sir, I've come with him, sir, to say that my poor old uncle is in very great affliction and distress. Very great, sir.
And nervously, but gathering courage under the sympathetic gaze of Florence, whose eyes filled with tears as he told his story, Walter explained his uncle's circumstances and ventured to ask for Mr. Dombey's assistance in the matter.
It's a very large sum, I know, but as security, there's my uncle's stock. There are no other debts, sir. I hardly like to mention such earnings as mine, but if you would allow them to accumulate, and Captain Cuttle would wish to be security too.
I would, sir. Well said, Waller. Half a loaf's better than no bread, and the same may be said of crumbs. Yes, sir.
Oh, good gracious.
£13 odd. Teaspoons, sugar tongs, watts, solid silver.
Captain Cuttle, be good enough to remove be good enough to remove those articles from my breakfast table.
Certainly, sir, certainly. An annuity of £100 per annum, also ready to be made over. If there's a man chock full of science, it's old Gills. If there's a lad full of promise, and one flowing with milk and honey, it's his nevy. If there's a man...
If you please, sir. Gay, what was this debt contracted for? Who's the creditor?
We don't know. I do. It come of helping a man who's dead now. More particulars in private, if agreeable.
People who have enough to do to hold their own way have no right to increase their obligations for the sake of anyone else. It is an act of dishonesty and of presumption, too. Paul?
Yes, Papa?
Come here, Paul.
Yes, Papa?
Sit on my knee. There. Now, Paul, look at me.
Yes, Papa?
If you had money, as much money as young Gay has talked about, what would you do?
I'd give it to his uncle.
Lend it to his uncle, eh? Well, when you are old enough, you know, you will share my money, and we will use it together.
Dombey and son.
Exactly. Dombey and son. Would you like to begin to be Dombey and son now and lend this money to young Gay's uncle?
Oh, if you please, Papa. And so would Florence.
Girls, Paul had nothing to do with Dombey and son. Would you like it?
Yes, Papa, yes.
Then you shall do it. Now you see, Paul, how powerful money is and how anxious people are to get it.
Powerful, Papa?
Yes, Paul. Young Gay comes all this distance to beg for money. And you who are so grand and great are going to let him have it as a great favor and obligation.
Floyd, darling, do you hear? Papa is going to give...
Lend, Paul, on strictly business terms, and an annual interest of 5% with regular monthly repayments. Gay.
Yes, sir?
You will take this, my written authority, and give it to Mr. Carker tomorrow morning. He will immediately see that your uncle is released from his present position.
Thank you very much, sir.
And you will consider, please, that this is done for you by Master Paul.
And Florence, if you please, Papa.
No, Paul, by you and you only. Good day to you, Gay.
And so Walter and Captain Cuttle returned to London with their mission successfully accomplished, the captain in the highest spirits. The interview, in his eyes, had been so satisfactory and encouraging as to be only a step or two removed from a regular betrothal of Florence and Walter.
The sweetest child as I ever set eyes on, Walter, my lad. Heart's Delight. That's my name for her from this day forward. Heart's Delight.
But Walter, overjoyed though he was to purge the old man's hearth from bailiffs and brokers, felt humbled and cast down. He had gone to Mr. Dombey as a suppliant and a beggar, and without the least impeachment of his gratitude to him, he felt himself cut off from the great Dombey height by the depth of a new and terrible tumble. He had always thought that Mr. Dombey had never liked him, and now he felt sure that he disliked him more than ever.
That was part 2 of Dombey and Son. The novel by Charles Dickens has been adapted for radio by H. Oldfield Box, and the cast included Ralph Truman as Mr. Dombey, Martin Starkie as Walter, and Frederick Treves as Captain Cuttle. The production for the BBC was by Claire Choville.